Welcome to my podcast, Let Me Be Me, and here are my thoughts. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I want to introduce myself this time because it's my first episode. My name is Buba, and I'm German. I'm black, and I'm queer, non-binary. So these are the main topics what I'm probably talking about my blackness, about how it's being black in Germany, how I get raised by a white woman who I really appreciate because she's lovely, and I love my mom. She did a lot of stuff for me to educate myself and being um, a lovable person in my life since she educated me, and I grew up with a lot of appreciation to my skin color, since in a white community it's not that easy. So I'm 29 at the moment, but this year I turning 30, and I started with the German podcast first because it's my native language. I'm half Gambian, but my parents separated when I was 6, so I mainly grew up as a German. And I'm still on the way to learn more about Gambia because it's a really small country in Africa. It is actually the smallest country in Africa, and my father have the roots of Mandinka, what is in the same way a language, and he speaks Wolof Mandinka. So about me, my journey was actually quite good because I never had doubts in my family to talk about stuff. So mainly I talking a lot of times with my mom. We have now the regularly to talk Monday to Friday in the morning before I start my work, and I really appreciate it because she's 62 and I'm not living in Germany anymore. I lived 4 years in Berlin, and after Berlin I moved in 2019 to Portugal. Now I'm living in Lisbon, and Lisbon is treating me really well. I found my partner here. He's Portuguese, and yeah, I'm really happy to have him. And I normally, just that you know what the future will be with the podcast, I will probably talk about blackness, how it's being black in Germany, and also how it's being black in Portugal, or especially in Lisbon, because it's for me the first time in my life that I have way more representation, because Germany can learn a lot of stuff from different countries, because yeah, Germany is hell of a racist. The to go up there, it's not well, not easy, since people are looking, and if you're looking different, not even if you're just black, if you have Arabic roots, Asian roots, and all that, you get stared to hell. And yeah, it's a weird mix, to be honest. I identify myself as a black German because my culture is mainly German, since my parents were separated, and I didn't had so many how you say it. I didn't had so many contact to the Gambian culture, and my mom, she gave us everything, and she also tried to make Gambian food, what she was learning when she was also there visiting Gambia, and got some recipes from my Gambian side. Um, the favorite one is Domeda. What we're doing is a peanut butter hot pot, and it's really, really nice. So she tried the best to don't don't dislike our Gambian culture, because my father was not the best one, and he is really sexist and treated my mom really badly in this point. Um, and yeah, I think this for now it's my part, but in the same time, what I want to talk about is, since it's my introduction to my persona, that I'm identified as non-binary, and I figured it out when I heard it. I think when was it? I think it was 2 years or 3 years before, when all the um, gender language in Germany appeared, and then I was like, oh wow, non-binary, what is this? And then I was thinking about it and make my research, and it was like, okay, yeah, I clearly identify me as a non-binary person, because I was really educated by women, and my body it's biological man, and but in this counterpoint, it's I for me it's non-binary, it's equal to be human, so I don't want to identify as a woman or a man. But if someone is asking or making their not the mistake but clarify me as a man, I'm not this kind of person is like, okay, yeah, don't judge me like that or something like that. um but it's just in my opinion, because it can be really, really hurtful if you misgender someone. And to be clear in this point, people need to be definitely carefully to not seeing just the gender, what is in front, to get more the vision of a human being, and not as a binary way, in my opinion. Because we are all humans, and we can clarify ourselves in different ways, and in yeah, with different genders. And what I also had in some research, that some cultures have already in the language different genders where you can identify. um, and since I'm mixed, I clarify me as a mixed person. In Germany, I'm black. In Gambia, I'm white, and they said it in this way. So the white word in Gambia, it's tubab, and I know when I'm going there, I will called by that. And in Germany, I get called black. So for me, in this point, I had a huge identical crisis, because I had no idea where I'm from. Because if you're born as a mixed race person, you are literally in the yeah between the shares. You're like a gray zone, and a lot of people pointing at you and saying, "Oh no, you're not from here and you're not from there," and yeah, and then you have the community struggles, because since I'm gay and my skin color is brownish, and obviously they see my black traits, that the homophobic in the black community is also huge. So since my father's from Gambia, there it's not allowed. I can go to prison when I be openly gay, and I need to hide. But in the same time, if you're just being there in the country and just don't do no kiss to your boyfriend, or not no kiss to your girlfriend when you're queer, then it would be fine. It would be probably a really nice vacation. You can travel around and all that. But if you figure it out, it can be dangerous as well. This what I heard, and also what I heard, it's that they are slightly changed from the side when my mom was there. because my mom was in 1990 there, and I met recently a colleague. She have a Gambian son, so she's Portuguese, but her son is mixed race, and she said that she was 2010 in Gambia and had a wonderful time with a gay couple over there, and that it was a lovely vacation for them. Um, for me, it's a little bit more difficult because last year in the summer, I got contact again with my father, and he just saw me and my boyfriend on my profile picture in WhatsApp, and he clearly stated to me, if I'm gay, I would be going to hell, and that my Gambian family don't accept that. So this was a huge backstab for my Gambian roots, because he literally just say, I don't have any family over there. And I'm in the same time, I'm really happy that he stated, because I was already assuming that he's thinking like that, but now I have the clarification for that, and I'm happy that I just grew up with my mom, because my mom accepted how I am, and I can be always um, talking to her in my manners when I have any doubts or any struggle at the moment to thinking clear. And yeah, she is yeah, one of my best persons in life. And yeah, I have also two siblings, and I will be turning to be an uncle again this year. I'm really happy about that. I already have a niece and nephew, and yeah, what my mom definitely gave us three as siblings, that we love kids. Kids are our futures. Kids need to be in one point really, really supportive, and I think it is one of our biggest goal, or what we need as humanity, to start to create a society where we support our kids to through the mental struggles what they have, and how school is treating someone, and that it's not easy at all. Since I had my coming out when I was 16, but for me was definitely so clear that I don't out myself when I'm in school. I always denied in school that I'm gay, and after I left school, I was also openly in the society, because um, even the kids can be really crucial, because the kids are just repeating what they get. How say they, what they just see in a society, how we treat each other. Kids are actually our mirrors from our societies, and if we don't start to listen to our kids, it's crucial to clarify them as kids, because it's, of course, they're kids and they're learning so much from our side, but in the same time we can mess up them so much, and it's really, really hurting me when I see that we are creating society of new kids with really, really dangerous discrimination sounds, what it's not need to be. Um, and what I want to say else, of course, I experienced racism in Germany in a different level, and it was in some point not easy. But my mom, she protected us in a really, really nice way, because we just, or for me, what it was more clear to see that my skin color have a big value how they treating me in Germany, where when I was a teenager. So when you start in Germany as a mixed race, or also with a different background, if your both parents are from somewhere else, that you are get when you're going to the club as a main looking foreigner, in this point in Germany, you need a bunch of um, um, oh yeah, a bunch of women to be with you that you can enter in the club. I had so many times when I was denied to enter in the club just because of the look I'm look and how my skin color was yeah review by the doorkeeper. I hope it's say doorkeeper. Sometimes I literally in my head translating from German to English, so I apologize at this point if something is not clear enough or correctly pronounced in this point. And if you have any manner or any questions, I will put in my profile also an email address with this podcast where you can contact me if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, or if you want to have a conversation with myself. Um, I also have a steady account if you like to if you wanna assist me in my work and also in my production as a podcaster, you're welcome to yeah to make a abonnement. Yeah, to assist me in my work with society stuff because I wanna I wanna take this opportunity to sorry to change our mindsets, but in a way who people can understand it. Because I think if we using terms all the time for like students and for the higher educated communities, we making huge mistakes in that because not everybody have the information about that, and classicism is one big part why our world is like our world is dead, because we have so many different discrimination levels. We have ableism, we have classicism, we have racism, we have sexism, we have homophobic, we have transphobic, and these are all terms what we need to be more get used what it's mean to be clarified or to be in a community which is highly discriminated. Um, I say before, non-binary it's like the gender what we create to clarify that we not just have the binary way as a woman or as a man, and it's definitely not any point as a gay man that or as a lesbian that we need to get treated by a psychologist and have a different mindset just because we're living in a heterosexual world. And in the same time we need to definitely work more on our women rights, because the discrimination still as women it's so crucial and so disappointing for the 21st century. What is happening on the world, it's unbelievable in my opinion, because everybody's talking about equality and all that stuff, but actually if you're not discriminated in a level in a certain level, you you can't imagine how discrimination is working in this point. And this is my goal or my opinion, to try to yeah grab the hand of people who are have a lot of privilege to understand how it's feel to be discriminated in a certain level. Because if we just an example, if a woman going out in the night and being so insecure because she need to see all the time in the bag, or is there a man, or can I walk in the street, and have all these different thoughts that a lot of people, men, don't have that, and that we need to consider that certain things happening in our society which are not okay. And that's why, please, people, if you have women as friends and you have the capacity, if it's deep in the night, to talk with them on the phone, or even if they just living two corners away, to bring them home, because even if it's just two corners, in these two corners in the night can happen something. And yeah, I think it's for my first English episode. I think it's enough to talk about myself and who am I. So thank you very much for listening, and I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful evening everywhere in the world where you are. And if, like I said before, if you have any questions for me, write me an email. I'm really, really happy to get in touch with different people and to talk about different opinions in life. And yeah, make you a hot chocolate, a hot coffee. If it's cold, then take a blanket. If it's raining, watch the rain and just thinking about life and being wonderful and grateful that you are living. Yeah, thank you very much to listen to my first episode of Let Me Be Me.